Yes, yes. Hi, Army. How's it going? Hope you can all hear me. EML signs.
Yeah.
Janice. Gas and wood.
Yes.
How's it going, my mofos?
What's up?
So, welcome to another URL After Dark, as it's now being called. Oh shit! I didn't do that.
Hello.
So this is URL After Dark, and basically the clowns get together and we just fanny around and chat about God knows what. So that's the order of the day. Let me just sort this out here. There we go. Right, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed, we can hear you guys loud and clear. I think everybody can be heard. Can everybody be heard? Everybody say yo!
Yo.
Yo.
No, I can't hear anyone.
No.
Oh, brilliant. Are you lying, Jen? You are lying because you wouldn't have heard me ask the question. That's mean. That's mean.
You cheeky.
Tell me about it, right? Tell me
Mark,
about
we've
it.
got some serious double audio going on here. There's a repeat about 10 seconds later. So someone's got their audio too loud out of us four.
I don't understand how.
Well,
Not me.
it's probably Gaz or Eric has got their audio too loud. It's going in through the mic.
Oh, okay.
I think it's me.
Hold on, let me check it here.
Hello.
Hello? Yo.
We need to say something as we won't be able to check it.
Yo.
I am talking now. Can we hear an echo? Echo.
It sounds good to me here.
Can you hear an echo with me?
Somebody please let us know what's going on. Is the echo
Oh, yeah,
gone?
we got the chat. What we need.
I can hear everything twice.
Really?
Yeah, about 5 seconds later.
Okay, so anybody else? Is anybody else having this issue?
People in the
Yeah,
chat can still hear it as well. All of us are being echoed.
I don't understand how.
It's something in your room then, Mark. If it's all of us, it's something.
I'm on
room.
headphones. I'm on headphones. There's nothing coming through the speakers.
Right,
Absolutely.
get
nothing.
headphones on, you two cunts.
There's nothing coming through the speakers right now.
I got no speakers on.
Well, this is a great way to start episode 2.
We had it right last time. Where's the thing?
Someone is looping it.
Eric wasn't on last time, might say.
I'll tell you what. Okay, so is there doubling now? Someone talk to me. Tell me if there's any doubling going on now. And then I'm going to bring Jen in. Jen, how was that? Jen, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just waiting to see if it's doubling.
Okay.
It seems like it's stopped now. Oh no, it's
Oh,
still.
well, wait. It's still doing it?
It's still doing it.
All right. Okay, hold on. Let's see if it does the Gaz. Gaz.
Yo.
Yo, how's it going, my man?
Is it me? I hope it's not me.
No, it is still doubling. I can hear it on yours.
Hello. Check, check.
Yeah, see, like some people have got echoes and some haven't. You sound good. Let's try Eric again.
Hello? I put headphones on just to be safe.
Doubling now. Sorry, it's my fault. I had YouTube on and StreamYard on. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
Jen, no,
Jen!
no.
Right,
Right, well, let's
sorry.
remove Jen from the screen then for doing that.
God.
There we go. We'll do the rest of the stream without Jen. Oh my
you can't take her
lord! Oh my
anywhere, I
lord!
swear to God.
Let's add it
Fuck
back.
you,
There we
there
go.
was an echo. Fuck you.
You're back from the sin bin, Jen. You're back from the sin bin. How's it going?
We
Oh my
couldn't
god!
put Jen in the sin bin very long.
No, we couldn't put.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
No.
Red on. Christ, I've gone red. Sorry.
Right, I'm just going to pump Gaz up a bit. Gaz, say something.
Hello.
Beautiful. That's absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, I see Tony is in the wings waiting to talk, but I'm just gonna do the four of us for the first sort of 10 minutes, and then move on. So, Gaz, we talked about your 24 carat the other week. You got any other news going on?
I got a polyam tracker yesterday. For those that didn't see,
Yeah.
that was very exciting. Believe it or not, I am very excited.
Have you had it out and had a play yet?
Yeah. We're already riding brakes on it. It literally took like, I don't know, about half an hour to kind of get the hang of, and then bang, I'm off. There we go. So there's like, obviously, I don't know everything like with song mode and all of that shit, but just to actually start like getting stuff in, yeah, like game on. So I don't know.
Is she rigged up at the moment? Can we have a listen?
Nah, it's sitting here though next to me. I just
Of course, it's fucking silly early
it's
where
just
you are
following
as well.
me around at the moment, but I have work after this, so I can't. I'm trying not to touch anything musical at the moment.
Yeah, I want to say, Gaz, thank you so much for getting up stupidly early in the morning to do that. What time is it over there with you?
Yeah, it's 7 a.m., so that's all right. We're okay at the moment.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's still fairly fucking early.
I did my hair last night, so
Oh, it looks fucking fabulous.
In fact, that was the first thing Eric said when he came on. He was like, "Hi, Klein, how's my hair?" It's curly, Eric. It's curly. I don't know what you want me to say here.
There we go. It is an impressive hair.
It really is. It really is.
No.
Okay, so Jen, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Buying vinyl. That's all I've been doing.
Oh, we didn't know this.
I bought 100 records in the last 3.5 weeks.
Hadn't seen that yet.
I bet that's at a frightening price as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it weren't cheap. Yeah. But I haven't smoked. So.
You make it up there. You make it up there.
That's all I've done. Be with mum, buy vinyl. That's all I've done.
Oh, well, that's, it's not a bad thing. I guess everybody's like, going through this midlife crisis of buying vinyl again. Like, honestly, it's the worst crack habit you'll ever have. Each import used to cost me $10, and I'm like, man, you buy 3 or 4, you're spending 50 quid.
Is it worse than Eurorack though?
Yeah, that one's debatable. It really is. Like at least with Eurorack,
because it takes up more space. Bloody vinyl takes up like a whole room, you know what I mean? Euro does, but that's after a long time. With records, you buy like a couple, and it's like, oh, where the fuck did the room go? You know?
Yeah.
Have you got any modular, Gaz?
I had. I got rid of it, and that's what bought me the Quantum. Originally I had heaps of modular. I had 3 racks, like 100. I can't even remember now, like crazy amounts. I can't even remember, but yeah, I had heaps. But I don't know, like I started to kind of get more in the box, and like modular's cool, but then you need a heap of processing afterwards, because it really is just like these mono bleeps and bloops kind of thing. And, unless you just sit there and process them all, and, it's like, I can't be arsed. So I got the Quantum. That's what got me the Quantum. So that was a good swap.
Dean says not worse than Eurorack.
Yeah, but he would.
Might know. He would. Yeah, he would say that.
Has Dean ever had a vinyl addiction? I think is the question here. Dean, have you ever bought that many vinyls?
I have a memory of, I think the first time I saw Dean, he was in his studio, from memory. This is like years ago, I think. And it was all records from memory. The wall was all on the floor, and the roof was all records or something. Yeah, I think so. I'm sure that was Dean.
So he has had that crack addiction.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe he didn't listen to him or anything, but it was definitely. I remember he had a heap. Hang on.
No, he bought them all from. He bought them all from thrift
12 shopper. Yeah. I was gonna say, what if it was just like one of those cardboard backgrounds that look like records?
Wallpaper. and Eric, I think you've been the busiest out of all of us this year. What have you been up to?
Me?
Yeah.
I have just changed my whole life completely, honestly. So nothing creative. Oh, I had a lot creative early in the year with Fanatic and the challenges and all of that good stuff. But about 3 months ago, man, I got a new job offer within the same company, and I relocated to Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. So I'm no longer a Florida cunt. I am a Georgia cunt.
Has your accent changed?
What?
Has your accent changed?
Well, it's getting there, y'all. I'm saying y'all a lot more. You know what I mean?
That southern twang popping in.
It's getting there. But I've been kind of working myself out of a creative rut. I've been kind of real focused on that shit. So I'm kind of just pulling myself out of creative rut, to be honest. And I broke out just the SEO2 the other day, plugged it in with headphones on, and just patched. I was like, I'm not out to make a song, none of this shit, just patch.
Yeah, sometimes that's really fucking important.
Just fucking turning knobs and playing around,
Yeah, well, you take your mind on other shit, man. It goes in circles, It's a lifestyle. So just because you're not doing it every fucking minute of the day, you got other life to take care of. But the thing is it always comes back around, So you don't ever have to feel bad about it. It's just you go, all right, well, right now I got to do this shit. I got to do responsible kind of crap. And then, then you start get back to wanging the knobs and it's all good again,
Yeah,
I'm
definitely somewhere in that cycle.
Yeah, that's how it is, but you got to embrace those times and go, man, get hungry to go back and want to do more, but so then you don't feel as bad. That's if you just say to yourself, in a month's time, I can do this again, and you just kind of look forward to it, then that's kind of cool, It's all about wanging the knobs. That's what I say.
No, I agree with that. You don't have to do it all the time, do you? I have periods where I don't do a lot, and then I kind of do loads for a few days, and then I don't do it. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Yeah. That's why I was trying to just be realistic with how my re-entry, I was like, no goals set, nothing, just turn it on and see what happens. And I'm telling you what, about 7 hours later, and my ears were ringing and stuff, I was like, okay.
Yeah, we were talking just before we came on air, and literally Eric dropped off the radar completely. Totally understandable. New job, new house, moving, all that nonsense. But Eric, man, you're so missed within the URL. Your challenges, honestly, come back. And as soon as you come back, let us know. We want a challenge from you, fella. We want you back at the head of the reins, fucking making challenges, and
Well, I feel like that song should be playing in the background right now. I'm coming out. I'm coming.
Is that a Miley Cyrus song?
You fucking wanker.
I've got a great Secret
I'm gonna
Service
kick you.
remix of that.
Go on.
I've got a great remix of that on a Secret Service label. I'm coming out. Fucking great track. That's a great track, that is.
Gaz, musical history. I'm pretty certain that's Diana Ross.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You just swore at Eric, Gaz, heavily. You just swore at Eric.
What have you been up to, boss? What's new in your world?
Yeah.
Bristol's the most exciting place in the world.
Fuck all. The only thing that's new in my world is the MPC-1, and she's beautiful. It was either the MPC-1 or the tracker that you've got. And I don't like programming at all. I just want to load loops in and go. Programming to me is an absolute nightmare. So yeah, literally, the MPC-1 is the only new thing in my world at the moment.
It's sexy though. It looks like you're working the hell out of it. It created a bit of gas for me between you and Fanatic in the MPC talk. I'm telling you.
The amount of samples and plugins and God knows what it runs in sequences. So you've got like verse chorus verse chorus verse chorus. But I'm going to do it, and you can have like thousands of samples and like about 10 plugins per sequence. So the thing is fucking massive. Like going from the 707, which was really limiting, and I just hated it. Like the freedom over here is insane. And now I just need some free time to actually start writing music. I now know how I want to use the box in my setup, and so yeah, it's just about having time to write fucking music, which is, difficult at the moment.
I've heard though that the MPC has a workflow you have to really get yourself adjusted to. It's not. This is just what I've heard. It's not necessarily as what we're used to. Kind of, that's got a special Akai logic, is what I'm told.
Kind of, yeah. You got sequences and sequences, patches, and thingies, and yeah. Once you work out how it wants to work, it's dead easy. It really is. So I can have so much more in my tracks now per track just with the MPC one. Honestly, the thing is a godsend. So yeah. So anybody got any gas for anything at the moment, or?
In MPC Live, NPC X,
second MPC.
That's just and a polyend tracker.
Yeah, I actually definitely do want with them.
I will get them next year, yeah, for sure. I want polyend for chopping breaks, and I'm going to get rid of one of my deluges for it as well.
I was going to say you got 2 deluges, like that's just
I don't want 2 deluges. That was a silly.
Yeah, I had 2 MX1s in my setup at one point, and it just didn't work. 2 of the same boxes sometimes. I guess if you've only got 2 deluges, great, but you've got like a whole bunch of other kit going on. Oh, EML Sayings has dropped out. All right, well, let's bring in Tony. Bye, Eric. Hey, Tony.
Hey,
Tony.
Yeah, go. Oh, well,
there we go.
There we go. Nice and loud as well. Excellent, Tony. Welcome to the party. So, Rancid Poets. God, what else are you?
A lot of things. Electronaut, and Rancid.
That's the one. And there's another one.
Sorry.
What's up, Jen?
Nothing. I'm so sorry. Go on, go. You're talking to Tony. I'm sorry. I was looking at the Percons because Dean's mentioned it, and I've not seen one before. But I'm so sorry. Carry on.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll take a look at that in a minute. So, Tony, how are you?
Good.
What have you been up to?
Nothing. Just just released the Rancid Poets album, which has been pretty well received. Just got an honorable mention in the Electronic Cafes 2022 top 30 of electronic albums for the year. So that's kind of where I'm at. So it's that was a really, really nice deal.
That's a good way to finish off the year. Solid year for you.
Yeah, it's been a solid year. I got to be on the same release as Gareth Jones, of Depeche Mode fame.
Nice.
The producer did 5 albums, I think it was.
Wow.
So he did 5 of their albums, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's 4, but yeah. So I got to be on the same release as him. So this year has been pretty productive. So
I'm glad it has been for some, because honestly for me it's just been Kleinfest and the URL kind of thing,
right?
Yeah, but like the MPC is kind of sparking my passion to get back into it. I just need some time now.
Yeah, every little bit of time that I have, it's in the studio that I can manage. It's just pushing.
Didn't you have an accident recently as well? I saw you all bandaged up and stuff.
Oh no, I had carpal tunnel syndrome.
Right.
You can see where they,
How's that going now?
So I was up for about a month.
Is it all sorted now?
I've had it in both hands. So this one about 3 years ago, Gaz probably remembers, 3 or 4 years ago. I woke up one morning and I couldn't use it. It was locked, just like that. So I felt this one doing the same thing. I'm like, we're not going to go down that road. I'm going to get it fixed beforehand. It's It's a little weak still. I got still a little bit of pain here, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm glad I did it.
Chef life, eh? You bring it on.
So,
just trying to get EML Sounds back. He's having some troubles over there. Okay, so if anyone wants to join the stream, please do, and the link is there if you want to come and have a chat with us as well.
Right, I didn't mean to jump the gun on getting in.
Oh no, literally, I was about to start bringing other people in anyway.
Right.
We had a bit of a rocky start, then we had a little chat of between us, and yeah. So yeah, what's 23 going to hold for you guys then?
Oh, I started writing a brand new Electronaut album. That's where I'm going. Hopefully, we will press vinyl if I can afford it.
Oh, it's an expensive game.
I know, but if I save my money, I think it's doable.
Oh yeah, totally it's doable. It's whether you want to make your money back on it or not.
Right. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know what's going to happen is I'm going to have 100 of them, and 95 of them are going to be sitting here.
Yeah.
I'll buy one.
Okay. I'll just send it to you. I'm not even worried about it. Selling it's not my main game at this point. It would be
no. Yeah. Yeah, it's an expensive gift to yourself, isn't it?
All right.
You can get single ones printed now for about £100 if you just want one record. So, because I've looked into it, for about £100 you can do an album or a 12. I think it's a 12-inch double-sided with artwork. Right. About £120.
That's
but it's
bad.
just it's for one.
You see, one of the criteria for the Electronic Cafe is that the album has to be released on vinyl, and I didn't know this.
Oh.
So I would have been in the top 30 of that, but we got the honorable mention because it wasn't on vinyl. And in hindsight, like I said, I have 100 of them, but I would have really loved to have been in that top 30. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what
Jen?
it is.
Yeah, I've finally. Okay, so I spent all these years getting the equipment working out how to do it. I've finally decided what I want to make. I realized that while I've been getting it all working, I've been making this 4/4 stuff, and then I started making a bit of acid because of your group. But my heart really lies in hardcore and jungle and drum and bass. Exciting music that makes you want to go crazy. So I concentrate on making that, but I don't want to perform live. I want to make it in the door. So I'm going to away from things like Clownfest because you just can't get the production that you can by spending a week on a track. So I want to try and get more into jungle and hardcore, but using a DAW and releasing tracks. And my aim is to get something out on a label by the end of the year.
Good aim, honestly.
I'm going to go at it hard next year because all of last year and the year, I've been learning. What happened, I had a new 10 years ago. It was very fast and I was slow. Now I'm fast and the computer was slow. So I've just got a new Mac. So now I don't have to wait for anything. If I want to play around, it does it straight away. So I'm going to go at it hard next year and really spend some time making some music in the studio.
Yeah, good. Good plan. Gaz?
I'm just doing the same. I don't know. I'm just going to rip the balls out of 2023 pretty much. I don't know. I don't have a plan. We'll just attack it. Like, that's it. I don't know. I got a heap of things coming out on labels that I've been waiting on. So hopefully they get released next year. I just keep doing Clownfest, make memes and all of this shit. I don't know. That's about it.
Make memes. I'm going to make lots of memes.
That's about it.
That's a great goal. I mean, I'm down with this goal 110%. Yeah, so for me, I'm going to try and do a real Clownfest live in a field somewhere. We've got some leads on that thanks to Jen. I need to follow that up, and yeah, so that's going to be like taking most of my. I just like to write some stuff, I just like that's what I'd like to do this year because the past 2 years have been absolutely horrific, absolutely horrific. Like 2020 was horrible, and we all got locked down, and then. And then 2021 was just kind of like feeling your way out of it, and this one was just horrific. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So I just want to make some fucking music. That's all I want to do.
Can I make a suggestion when you do the Clown Fest in the field?
Absolutely.
Obviously, if you do this, it's going to be fantastic. But
I'm definitely going to do it.
There are going to be times when one band or one guy or girl or whatever is going to come off stage. Would you entertain the idea of streaming the other people that aren't in that? I mean, I'm in the US. I'm not going to be able to make it to go over there.
I
in
thoroughly.
Between...
Yeah, no, don't. My plan is, welcome back, Eric.
What's
Excellent.
up?
Yeah. So my plan is for Clownfest is to have like live acts and DJs. So you have a live act for like 40 minutes, and then you have a DJ set for 40 minutes, and in that 40 minutes, the live act's got to get off stage and get on stage. And I thoroughly. Yeah, so it's like two stages, not two stages, but like two areas of the stage. So like the live's over here and the DJ over here. So there's no break in the music as such, although I will be comparing the acts and introducing everything and that kind of stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I thoroughly intend to stream it, and I thoroughly intend to have people stream into it. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to, because I know there are the problem with the Clown Army is it's worldwide, and it is worldwide.
Right.
We got China, we got Tasmania. Where are you from, Tony?
Texas,
right? And then Florida. Is it Florida? Ex-Florida.
Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah.
Sorry, Eric.
So we're we're multi-national as it stands right now. We're in several different so yeah, I thoroughly intend to have people stream in. I think that I don't want to lose what
Right.
Clownfest was, so so I want to do that. I think that's the way to do it. The problem at the moment is getting the land, finding a rig, and then going gung-ho on the promo.
I want you to completely understand that if by any chance you decide to stream me in live to an actual event, I'm gonna moon the entire fucking audience. It's a promise. A promise.
Hey, if we can get a private server, and I believe somebody within or connected to the Clown Army is looking at a private server, we can do that. We can 100% do that, because YouTube. I did this once on YouTube. I turned around and flashed my ass as I was DJing, and then YouTube just cut the entire stream.
No.
I'm like, hey, yeah. Oh yeah, we're so under the thumb. It's not true.
Yeah,
Let's not go down that road. Yeah. But yeah, and I would like to have 2 stages, maybe 3 stages, and have a couple of people stream in from that as well. So it's an ambitious task, I tell you.
Yeah, that's going to be big.
Yeah, like really big. And
Yeah.
the problem is, in most venues that I go to as well, the internet's not going to be up to scratch as well. So we've got to look at boosting the internet somehow. So,
Yeah.
Oh my God, talk about fucking nightmare upon nightmare upon nightmare.
Lots of logistics you would have to think through.
Yeah, absolutely. I do. I really miss not doing a Clownfest this Christmas. Like, I really miss not connecting with people. I was just kind of sat at home in that limbo period, like living the limbo period, and it was horrific, like fucking horrific. So I'm probably going to do one in March, and then maybe a live stream, and then maybe the proper one in July, August time.
Okay.
But it's definitely going to happen. It's definitely going to happen.
If you have a live event, what you need to do is have a house DJ, perhaps yourself, that can play between everyone setting up.
Oh yeah.
Have a logistics nightmare of having people set up at the same time.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. Yeah. So again, my plan is have the DJ booth to one side and have different DJs in between the acts, and then I give each live act like 40 minutes to get off the stage and someone else to get on. So I've thought about it. We just need to put it into practice now. Is the thing.
Well, Leaf's got a rig. We know it's some land-ish. It's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
It's getting there. It's coming together. Yeah. So I'm aiming for August. So July, August time. So if you all want to take your holiday then, that would be awesome.
I'm going to put it in now.
Yeah, do it.
Michael says we have to have caged. Sorry, guys.
Go on.
I'll just have to start swimming now. I can bloody take me 6 months to get in.
Michael says we need cage dancers.
I'd like fire eaters and jugglers, and it needs to be a carnival atmosphere. But like that costs money, I'm willing to spend it out. I just like we were talking with Tony and his records. May not get the money back at the end, but that's not really why. I'd like to wipe my face, and not make a profit, but just like cover costs. That'd be the thing to do. But yeah, fire eaters, trapeze artists, I don't know, whatever going on there. Yeah,
we know a few people like that, Mark. There's the girl
Yeah.
that wore the outfit, the
Meg.
yeah, Meg, and
Meg,
then there's Fire Girl. There's
Yeah,
a couple
Carrie.
already. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could
I'll
get someone.
volunteer to try and be a fire girl, but I can't promise I won't start somebody on fire in the process. I can't promise that. I can't.
Eric, I'm not trusting you with fire. I'm really, really not. I'll trust you with kit, just not fire.
What? Oh,
Literally,
man.
literally.
I think I'm missing my second calling here, being a fire girl. I just like the name of it. I just like the name.
By the way, if anyone wants to join the chat, I have put links up. I will put another one there.
As soon as someone else gets in, let me drop out and I'll carry on moderating the room because I talk a lot and
I would like to take a moment and ask Tony something. I don't know. Maybe you guys covered it when I was all messed up with my camera. How did the rebuild go? I know that a little while back this year, didn't you have a flood or something?
Oh my God. Okay. So in Texas, and as you know, you're probably in Tornado Alley too in Georgia. Maybe not. I don't know. We had a tornado come through, and what it did is it took a branch from above my studio and shot that branch down into the roof.
Oh shit!
That branch hit a 2x4, a big piece of wood. That 2x4 came down in through the ceiling. So at one point we heard it. I heard it because I was sitting on the couch and we heard it. And I was like, okay, we better go check everything. I went one way. My wife, Christy, went the other way. And she's like, there's water pouring into the studio. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I opened the door and then the electricity starts going on and off like a strobe light.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm trying to pull everything away from where the water, I mean, it's just coming down.
Shit.
Oh, dude. I remember seeing the pictures and the rebuild and stuff. It was pretty intense.
So, yeah, we rebuilt the whole thing. The only thing I haven't really done is I don't have any sound treatment in here.
Well, that's the worst that you have going on after all that trauma. I mean, you're doing pretty good. Let's be real.
I only lost one synthesizer.
Which one?
That's my question.
It's the one that Ray Malone and Gaz and Dean, they all got me for. I was having a really rough go. 2 years ago, maybe at Christmas time, 3 years ago. Yeah, I guess it is quite a while now. And I had it propped up against the wall, and it was the Lisa's the Ion, the big one, you know.
Yeah.
And it just shot. Yeah.
Oh man.
Just shot. You turn it in and it just goes. That's all it does. It doesn't do anything else. So I gotta, I live out in BFE.
So
I can't find anybody to repair
I'm not sure where they're located, but Senator is...
Centaur. They're down in New Braunfels, which is like outside of Austin in the hill country. So they're a good 4 or 5 hours away. They might be able to do that.
Yeah, I guarantee you they could fix it, but I mean, it's,
I might should call them. Actually, I wanted to go down there and tour and make a video since it's, close-ish.
Yeah.
And, actually I'll make a video of their facility.
I just want to go to their facility just to see it.
Yeah.
Just to go hang out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Tony, I do have one thing I want to throw out since we have you on the line. I'd never forget the day. It was early when I had just started messing around with the clown army and starting to meet people around the community and stuff. And I was super struggling with EQ, just the basics of EQ. I don't know. I was just hitting a roadblock, and I threw a question out to the group, just how the fuck do I do this or that? And literally, dude, I remember you sent me an entire video, personalized video saying, first you do this and then you do walked me through the whole thing, man. And I've always wanted to just fist bump you for that because you don't even know.
All right. Well,
that was super cool, dude.
I just did a mix for a guy. His name is Matt Smith, and he's somewhere in the UK, somewhere in London. and I had the opportunity to record all of what I was doing. So, and he graciously is going to let me release that on YouTube. So there'll be some more little tricks, and I'm going to do it's probably like a 10-part series on that.
Nice.
I'm no expert.
No, but I at the time I thought it was super cool that you took the time for just some random dude like me. You're like,
yeah,
hey,
well, that's what it's about, isn't it? I mean, really.
Absolutely,
but,
sharing the love.
With my friendship with Gaz and Jen and Dean, and we're always bouncing questions off each other. And I'm kind of the newbie; they're a little more seasoned than me. But it's that connection and that community.
Yeah, community is all important.
It is, so that's kind of my way of they help me, I help you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You just kind of, not to say shit rolls downhill. That's not the right phrase, but shit rolls downhill. Just kind of the way we
back.
should.
You got to give back.
Giving it back.
Yeah, exactly.
It does come up as well. I've done a couple of nice things for a couple of people in chat now. They know what I did. And someone's done something very recently nice for me. I can't go into details with it all, but it does come back, doesn't it?
Yep.
It does come back.
Jen sent me a drum machine. This has been what? I don't know, 3-4 years ago, probably?
Yeah, TR8, wasn't it?
The TR8. Yeah.
TR8.
So, it's about taking care of each other, really.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Community and camaraderie and family, man. It's more like a family.
That's the first thing Gaz said when he came on the show last time. He was like, I love the community. We all help each other out. And this is one of my ethoses on the whole thing as well. When I first started, like, I don't know, 20 odd years ago, I just wanted to go into some studios and have a look, and everybody kept kind of turning me down. And it's like, if you'd have helped, I'd have been better quicker. And so if I can help somebody with any fucking problem, I'm there. If you've got an issue, I will troubleshoot the hell out of it and try and get you fixed and up and running. It's just important. It's massively important,
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Please welcome Stefano to the program. And there he is.
Hello.
Hello. Where are you from? Italy, Stefan, isn't it?
Yeah, half Swede, half Italian.
So there we go. Like we're all across the board again, which is absolutely awesome.
So
on top.
Did I miss the anal bleaching or?
No.
Oh no, it's gonna happen in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I got the
I'll be
counter.
gone by then, I promise.
Tony, that was the greatest response ever.
That is something I do not want to see.
Okay, well, I will be live streaming that at some point. I've just got Jen found somebody who was in Cardiff, but it feels like a hell of a way to travel just to get my ass bleached. I might have to do it like home.
No, a good anal bleaching is worth the travel, man.
Are we talking from experience here?
I actually spent about half an hour finding that for you as well. I thought, what am I doing? I'm Googling and finding somewhere for you to get your ass bleached. Like, what am I up to?
I thank you for it, Jen.
A suggestion could be like, while you're at it, do some of those chocolates as well. You know, right? Where you form them like your asshole. You can do that at the same time. I mean, do
you think they'd sell well?
This conversation's gone downhill fast.
As soon as he entered, right?
As if you were expecting something else, Jay. I mean, really.
I mean, we can talk about Kit if you want.
Yeah.
But no, I'm definitely going to get my ass bleached at some point next year, and I will live stream it. Don't worry, you'll all be warned about it, so you can stay away. Go.
I think your OnlyFans numbers will skyrocket after the ass bleaching.
My
I seriously think.
It's literally Facebook.
Music fans down, only fans up.
Hey, one pays better than the other, right?
Oh man.
So soon as the tone has been lowered, has anybody got anything serious they want to talk about?
I've been having a lot of fun chopping up breaks and repitching them in Ableton.
Cool.
So I've always wanted to learn how to do that Akai sound, like pitched break sound. And there's a really interesting tutorial by a guy called, if anyone's interested, his name is Human Synthetics. Does some really good tutorials. Really cool guy. And I've been learning how to do that, which is what I've been doing other than buying records and dealing with money. So, but yeah.
Have you got
I'm having a lot.
Jen?
I don't have an Akai. No, they're old.
No, the program Akizer. If you get Akizer, it's for free.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And that'll time stretch for you. It does it amazing. Trust me.
Okay. All right, brilliant.
I think that's for Mac and PC. It's for free. Just Akizer. It's this little program. It's like it's nothing. And then you can drag it in. You can stretch it to like 2000 BPM or 0 BPM. It's crazy.
Okay, the way I've been doing it is by pitching it up in live and changing I can tell you because I've got it open. Hold on. Pitching it up in live and changing the where is it? The doing it as a texture and changing the flux amount.
Okay.
And that if you turn the flux
capacitor,
if you turn the flux capacitor down in the clip section, and you can repitch them.
I get the Akizer, trust me.
Okay, I'll give that a go. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, I have a question for everybody. Actually,
go.
So I have been having gas, which I've been trying to fight the gas with realistic needs for my music production. The gas is, yeah, I know, right? The gas is, I want an MPC like no other. Any of them, the three big ones right now. I want one of them, any of them. But the realistic need is I need a music production computer first. Because
Mac.
my whole thing, Mac.
I'm dead set on Mac for everything.
Get a Mac.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mac.
Do you need portable or stationary?
I would prefer portable because I want to be able to chill anywhere and just make music because I don't have space for my studio.
M1 laptop.
Yeah, I guess if you want portable, then I would go for a MacBook Pro or something because if you try to get a Windows laptop, you can be out of luck when it comes to there's something called DPC latency, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Where there many Windows laptops have issues with that. So if you try to connect the sound card, you might get those ticks or whatever it's called interference. And also if you connect like external keyboards and such, there can be some lag issues and whatever. But MacBooks usually don't have a problem. So
there are some Windows owners screaming at the computer right now.
I'm sure Dean is just going nuts.
my experience with Windows, I'm right there with you guys because I have a Windows computer now, and it's not like it's a cheap computer, but it's a little bit old at this point, but it's not cheap at the time or whatever. But if I got an Ableton project I'm rocking out, if I get too complicated with it, that CPU goes through the fucking roof, and all of a sudden you think you're on like heroin or something because it's like.
Are you using an external hard drive to keep your samples and all that? You're using an external hard drive. Don't have a good million samples on your know.
Keep it.
An external hard drive? No.
Yeah. Try and relieve pressure off the CPU.
Right.
So then put everything on externals, and then you won't have your computer using so much. But if you do get external hard drives, make sure they're SSD so that they move quicker. I always put samples and stuff on SSD hard drives, so they pretty much, you don't notice any difference. But if you get like the old mechanical hard drives, that's when you got to sit there and wait for like a couple of seconds for that to load, and then a couple of seconds for it to read it and things like that. So, but yeah, like a lot of people load up their computers with like scripts and things like that and don't realize that they're like the things that take up quite a lot of usage all the time. Yeah. So that's kind of a thing as well. Saying like Windows and like Mac, they all do the same sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's just that like Windows will be cheaper and stuff like that, but then Mac is industry standard. So that's kind of where you'll find a lot of people kind of don't, they will go, oh, you're going to go Mac, and they don't really understand why. But if you go to most studios, like all you'll find in there is Mac. So like the integration and stuff like that, it's just easier to stick to that Mac world because it's really hard to have half PC, half Mac. Kind of
it's expensive though, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's quite expensive, and if you haven't got a ton of money, then
that's why I've always gone. That's why I've always gone Windows. Is the price, you know?
The thing is, though, it's an investment.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to last you.
As somebody,
absolutely.
As somebody who's
sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
I was just saying that if you want a desktop computer, then Windows is perfectly fine. But if you want a laptop, then Mac for sure.
Yeah,
it's the portability. It's the portability. Yeah. I guess my other question would be, quite often I see Macs have less USB ports. You know, how do you guys go about that? With the, you know, everything's getting more and more USB driven. Do you got a USB hub that you use, or?
I have a 20-port industrial USB hub under my desk. A huge, great thing like this.
James, can you send me a link to that?
I can. It's only £100 as well. It's made by a company called Orico, and it can charge 20 iPhones at the same time. It's got its own power. And it's completely linked up with gear, and I've never had any problems with it. And that's after buying about 6 different mini USB hubs. Yeah. All were no good.
Okay. There are a few brands like that Oracle that uses a special chip inside the hub that allows for multiple channels at the same time. Normally, there's a lot of queuing going on in normal hubs. But if you select those with this, I don't remember the name now, but Oracle uses them. And I think, some other brands as well. I have a StarTech, I believe, uses that as well. One of those large ones.
I'll send you a link.
You can basically use sound cards at the same time as a hard drive on those without issues, because they can transfer that much more data without.
Mine has my going through it, all my equipment going through it, everything charged. Everything goes through it and into one USB into the Mac. That's it, and it works fine.
Yeah. Boom.
Well, I'll take a link to that too if you don't mind.
Yeah, no kidding.
I bought so many of them, and they've all not been any good. I got fed up with it and just went, "Fuck this! I'm buying the most expensive thing I can find." And it was only £100. It was brilliant. It's great. I'll put it on my profile after this. I'll put a link to my profile. All right.
Okay, yeah, one thing to say from Macs and PCs, I was a hardcore PC user for a long time, laptops, and didn't really want to move over to Mac. I was having issues with laptops and PCs, and the Mac just didn't have any of those issues whatsoever at all. It just did everything you wanted to do when you wanted it to do it. There's no faffing around in ASIO for all. It's got its own MIDI thing, and it's dedicated MIDI, and you can, and it just you plug it in and it works. With the laptop, it didn't quite. So, you get what you pay for. However, how much you're going to pay for a Mac, whereas this is literally a door in a shoebox.
Okay, there's a link for the Oracle in the chat now if anyone's interested.
Ah, brilliant.
But I'll put it on my profile too afterwards.
Got it.
So yeah, door in a shoebox. It really, really is. Like, the limitations on it are mild. The workflow on it is great. So it's up to you. Either get a Mac or get one of these.
You do need a computer to install some of the samples, though. So you might need a computer first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a computer. It's just not. It's not great.
Nah, you can do it by USB.
This is where the gas comes from.
You literally don't need anything else for the MPC. Like, I sold my Octatrack for that. I had a Deluge. I've got a Squid. But like, the MPC, it's literally like a computer in a box,
Shoebox. Shoebox. Look at it.
The original one, so
fucking
I got the
tiny.
one with the battery in that, and I love it. The battery's like 8 hours. This thing's like a tank. It's like a Lamborghini, I reckon. And then it's like lights everywhere, screen everywhere, and the battery still lasts for like 8 hours. It's crazy.
I wish mine had a battery.
And I have to say it because everyone's kind of like it's the ultimate thing, but it doesn't do disc streaming yet, and it's really annoying. So it's kind of like I've never hit the limitation, but I know people have like kind of hit it. But you can only have 2 gigs as in samples for your project. So I mean that's heaps. Like that's a ridiculous amount, but it is something that they haven't got is disc streaming. So you do have limitations in that sense. You can't make up a whole set of like half an hour songs and then mix them sort of thing because it'll just chew up that. So they are talking about trying to get it for disc streaming, but I don't know. I don't think they've been saying that for like 4 or 5 years now, and it's just not happening. But
well, what's the difference then? What's the big differences between the MPC One and the MPC Live?
£400.
I think it's just the portability, man. It's just exactly the same, eh? Like the Live 2 has a speaker, which is what kind of changed it from the Live 1, which, like, I mean, why the hell would you want one of them?
Correct.
And then I think, the difference between the Live and the One is that the One is not battery at all. So it's just a smaller version. There's a few less knobs, but, like, it's so easy. You don't even need them sort of thing. And then the MPC X is just, like, the one that's like off chops, you know, but that thing's huge. I think it's massive. But it's all the same.
It's got everything in the kitchen sink in it.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's all the same software. So when you like update, they're all the same thing. So it's all the same stuff. It's just wrapped differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has anyone used the Force, by the way?
Not here. I know people who have them.
Okay.
It's too big.
I was going to say,
it's big, and it's expensive as well.
Like, how Mark was saying how he uses the MPC. I don't even use it like that. I make it sort of like a full track, like I do with Ableton, and then I can because you can cut you can sort of set the start points as you keep going. So I just write a whole track like straight out, and then I use mute groups to mute live. So when you see me doing the D and Beaches and that. That's all I'm doing is I have all these things going on, but then I just mute them in and out and stuff like that. So it's really live. Like there's never the same. It's never the same twice kind of thing. You only guys see it once, but when I'm practicing, it's always, even better. And then I get to record and it just totally sucks. You know what I mean? But, so there's totally different ways as well that people use it. That's kind of, you're not just locked into this one sort of, you have to press this button and do this to get that sort of thing. So, I'm
portability. How about inputs and outputs for sampling and sequencing?
The Live
between the two.
The Live is much better. It's got more outputs, loads more outputs. But again, £400.
It sort of depends, though. Because you might not need them all. Like they all have sampling. I think the one has sampling, doesn't it? As well, you can sample on the one, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So they have the phono in, line in. It's the good thing that I love about it is it's got MIDI A and MIDI B, so it's 32 channels. Which, with my last Flawless Jam I just did, I used all 32 channels, which was hectic.
Not here. I've only got one.
So there you go. There's another difference though. And I think the MPC Live 2 has CV, possibly. I know the MPC X does, but
the one's got CV gate as well.
Oh, there you go. My one doesn't. So.
So where's the 400 quid going on that speaker? Blatantly, that's it. That's
on that speaker. A bigger screen, maybe.
No, screen same size.
Screen same size. It's really nothing. But as I say, I want to because the thing is for mastering and that it's a secret weapon because it has mid-side. All the plugins and that it has like it's just like a mastering box as well. So you could almost have another one at the end of your chain and then use that. And it has XY, so it's Chaos Pad. It does everything. Like it's amazing.
It's big though, isn't it?
Someone else has just joined the party. 10 mil.
All right.
Right, Mark, I'm going to duck out and just keep it to
Tim,
6.
but you've usually got loads of questions and
No, I haven't.
stuff.
No,
You have,
no.
you came up with a list of them last time, and now you're
Fuck
going to bail
off.
on us.
Fuck
Mean, Jen, mean. She's taking herself out. Oh, well.
Such a
So it's
party
now a
pooper,
sausage
Jen.
fest.
What up, fellas?
I have man boobs. Does that count?
Oh yeah.
I think we're all guilty of that one.
Okay.
I have a question for Stefan. Have you tried the MPC Force? You asked the question. Have you had experience with it?
Just briefly in passing once. I don't know. I would rather get something else. Like I still want to get a Deluge, for example.
Okay.
So no, the Force didn't really. I mean, then I can sit at the computer instead. Felt like. So.
Yeah.
I think Inky's got a Force. I'm sure she has, and she says it doesn't it wants to be master. You know, it doesn't take inputs very well from that, and connectability on the thing is horrific. So and it just looks like a massive clip player to me. So you know, I don't know.
Yeah, that was my initial take from it too.
It's just a massive clip player. Anyway, welcome 10 Mil to the show. How are you? Give us some noise.
Hey guys, how's it going? Can y'all hear me?
What's up?
My man. Clear well.
I saw y'all having a live chat, so I was like, man, I'm gonna come over here and join in here and get my mind off this other dumb stuff. So
good plan.
Fellow Texan there too.
Yes, indeed. 2 Texans in the house right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Texas representing. Yeah, I got all my studio stuff here right now. I haven't set it back up. I was over at the club doing stuff over there, and man, I tell you what, we got a 1-minute track to come up with some Tejano and salsa or bachata over this weekend, and I was watching some stuff on that, and now I'm like, oh man, let me go over here and check on Clown Army, see what's going on, man. And so like, here I am. So I wanted to be over here and catch you guys and chat with y'all. So
Excellent.
MP1, yeah, Kai, my goodness. I don't know anything about the NPCs and the Akais. I haven't touched anything on those. I couldn't put any input on that stuff, guys.
You're an Electron guy, yeah? You got a couple of Electrons there?
Yeah, I was very heavy into the Electron stuff. I've kind of pulled away from it a little bit late because I've been so much onto the Mod X's and what it can do. I keep getting blown away by the sound engine on it and what it can do. I mean, I'm getting it to sound even like a TD3.
Nice.
I've got something coming that's going to be dancey, and it's acid lines on the back of it. It's all coming straight out of the Mod X, and I'm not even using a TD3 or anything. So it's
the Mod X that's a workstation, right?
It's an arranger. It's more of an arranger than a workstation. It's really cool. I mean, I enjoy the hell out of it. That's why I got me another one.
You got 2?
I got 2 now.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah. And like the Mod X is quite a recent purchase for you anyway, isn't it?
It sure is. But the Mod X Plus, they updated it. So it's a lot closer to a montage than the Mod X that I've been using. I mean, we're running the full polyphony now. That's found on the montage. Well, so I'm able to put the full polyphony out instead of a shrunk down version, like the stage version, because that's what it's meant to be. So, you know, it's like, I can't believe it. I've now merged on top of, sitting on top of the older Mod X. I suddenly have a full 16 tracks available that I can have full arpeggios running on and lock them in. I mean, that's what I've been writing all my stuff is. I've been writing everything with arpeggios. I don't know if the Akai MPC has that many, or I'm sure it does.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah, that's like 56 or something.
Yeah.
It's probably got the real good editing on the arpeggio too. You can turn notes on and off and then change the pitch too. So that way you can just layer and trigger.
The best thing about ARPs on the MPC is the time signature thing. You press like quarter, then go to 16, so it'll go. So you can just do that all live and record it in.
Yeah, yeah.
That's sick.
The recorder on it too. You can do like per scene. You can record sections of like a phrase. Like you say, you want this one phrase, like Out West. That one song is done that way, where it's just nothing but recorded loop sections. It's actual audio recorded from performing, playing on it, and then it'll just play that loop and it'll set it per scene. So as I go through the scenes, I can write out the full phrasing of everything, so I can have a progression all the way through, and then put like, you know, have my verses and bridges or chorus sections, and I can bounce around and pick which one I want to go to as we're sitting there performing it live and doing that stuff. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the Akai MPC4s can do the same thing too.
I can do, honestly, same thing here with the one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all done in sequences. You know, it might not be quite as hands-on, but yeah, you know, it's a deep box. It really, really is. Just out of interest, how much did the Mod X cost?
The 6 Plus was about $1,200. And then when I bought the 8, I paid like $18.99 for it, but I bought that big plastic case to go with it. So it came out to like $2,400 when I got the.
Wow! Damn.
Yeah, damn.
They do sound sexy.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, the stuff you guys have been coming out with at the moment is really, really good. Not the last track, but the track before was just rocking. You guys are rocking out.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. We've been
no problem.
Hard to do everything we could. And Clownfest 9 was a big project for us. We really, really worked hard on that for 3 months trying to come up. We made a track, we tossed it to the side. We make another one, toss it to the side. We didn't like that. We needed harder. We wanted it harder and do this and that. I think we finally got it on that last one. This hard hitting that Primus wannabe track. I think that was the hardest thing. But point 2, my God, Gasm, your tracks have been off the freaking chain with that drum and bass.
Insane.
Jeez, man. Thank you.
My goodness.
Thank you very much.
But man, it's like it's encouraging for all of us to just like, oh man, I gotta step it up a notch now. Look what he's doing.
Yeah, well, it's just been, you know, as I say, talking to everyone, just learning when I can. I'm like a sponge with everything, you know, like I just want to absorb shit and, you know, and then I just kind of, that's all I do. And I talk to people and I just try and listen. Like listening is people there to tell you things. You just need to listen. But you guys all know that. Like you guys, as I say, I never know what to say when people are like, hey man, your tunes are sick. Because I'm just like, oh man, I'm just doing my thing, you know, like, and it's really like, it makes me feel really nice. Like I say to my wife sometimes, like I might come across as like, oh yeah, fuck oath, like, you know, but I never like that because I'm just sitting there kind of going, holy crap, like people actually sort of listen to my stuff and like it. So,
now,
but
Gaz,
yeah,
we know you're humble. We know you're humble. Go on, Tony.
Yeah, I appreciate everything. You know, I never know what to say. It's like, yeah, like it's awesome. But as I say, I just learned talking to people. Like Dean helped me a lot. Mark helped me a lot, and then just like everybody in Clown Army, they just chucking in those tracks. I really can't stress enough. It's chucking those tracks in the URL and just hearing people go, oh, the compression, or you know. I mean, for about 4 tracks, I think Mark used to say I sounded like Venga Boys because my first 4 tracks were sort of like this cheesy, happy dance kind of stuff. And I bet you if you go back, Mark, you hear it and you'll be like, oh, it's a bit Venga Boyish. And that used to be my thing with one of my friends. He used to call me the Venga Boys. And I'd just be like, oh shit, you know. So, like, and that made me hungry though. That was like, fuck, I can't be the Venga Boys, man. No one wants to do that. So I just was like, yeah, well, start doing some D&B or something, you know.
Hey, that's amazing. I haven't tried it in a while.
What is the first track? What is your guys' memory, each and every one of us here, of the first track you put in? What was the rating that you guys got from Mark? Do you remember? Or the comment that sticks out?
I guarantee Tony's was a 9.
That's debatable. Very debatable. Man, it's been so long, I don't even remember.
But I want to say mine was like maybe a 5 or 6.
Oh, Tim, I'm so sorry.
Hey, I think mine was like a 6.
Yeah, Amy gave you a 2.
Amy's a tough crowd, man.
Amy is
I think that's the lowest
That was
scoring
brutal.
URL ever.
Just brutal.
And Stefan, you've only put like 2 things our way. Do you remember your scores?
Yeah, the first one was I hadn't actually heard any synthwave before on the show, I think. So you tried to be very diplomatic. I remember that. But I think you said that you like it, but it was probably not your cup of tea. But I remember Amy liked it more, I think.
Yeah. And again, that's the one of the things I love about the URL. You never know what you're going to get next. Yeah, and yeah, I dropped the diplomacy over the side trance thing. So
since we're talking about the URL and that,
go.
It kind of, I don't know if this is the right time or place to bring this up, but I'm going to.
Oh, worried now.
Well, yeah. It looks like I kind of made myself the synthwave guy, apparently.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
If that's something that would be good, I think that those maybe the synthwave lo-fi kind of gig is what I was thinking. That kind of place where it's not drum and bass, but it's not techno, and it's that there's a small group of folks in the group that aren't really classified. You forget what I'm saying? So,
yes, I do.
No, yeah, especially down here in Texas too. That kind of stuff's been around here for a long time, and I'm surprised I don't see it more prevalent with everything else that's happening in all the different genres of music and stuff. I don't see dub techno out enough. I don't see the ambient techno stuff going on enough. And I remember back in the day, like I don't know, 20 years ago or so. Yeah, it's about 20 years ago. Me and Crystal, we would be going down to the coast in Texas, Corpus Christi, Galveston, and there would be little raves going on all down the coast all the time. And we'll have little camps set up where you'll have a DJ spinning their ambient stuff and tracks, and it'll be exactly like a dub techno type feel, the whole thing. And they'll pull it back all the way and be pretty ambient about it, but then start coming in with a beat, but not too much beat, and just going on with that stuff and just getting real synthy and just letting the synths pads and expressing all through that stuff on there. And I think that's what kind of led to a lot of the different genres we see out there today, the little expressions that are just coming about. And I really like to see that kind of grow up bigger and do more, but then everything else is doing so well. So this whole area in Texas and south of Austin has just been dead, always been dead. It's Austin North or Houston.
Right.
All the scenes have always been here. So it's good to see that San Antonio is growing, and there's clubs now. You can find some clubs doing techno stuff, but it's just not there yet.
Texas is a weird state because it's either rap or
Country.
Or it's gonna be, it's country and gospel.
I feel for you guys, I really do.
Well, there's a bit of continental thing
tonight in here, techno, drum and bass, garage. Depends on where you go. I feel so sorry for you guys.
There's a bit of continental things that to be said there too, because whereas over in Europe and the UK, they have a different influence than folks over here in the United States might have as well. I feel like the United States,
I don't know. I think that depends on the individual who's been drawn to things from the UK versus the States.
True.
When it comes to like rock and roll, when we're talking, I was always drawn to new wave and the synth pop movement and all, the pre Oasis, like the Manchester vibe, the pre Oasis crap,
Yep.
And I hated American music for the most part. So I think that really depends on the individual.
Good point.
Yeah, but Tony, you are indeed the ambassador for synthwave. Was it synthwave?
Yeah, let's do like lo-fi synthwave or something that. Kind of we kind of can combine.
the thing, like you say that you know, there's a few artists, and what we need is people like Gaz, who does the drum and bass stuff, and Eric, who does the challenges and stuff. We need ambassadors, and like if you want to take hold of this, if you want to do like a night of it, or like a mix or an album or whatever the hell you want to do, you know, like take it and run with it. Whatever ideas you've got with it, I'm literally, I'm not going to say no. You know, I'm going to say, yeah, let's do it. What ideas have you got? Okay, so we're just about to add somebody from Greece. John Alchemy, how's it going?
Hey, hello guys. Let me know if you can hear me.
Oh yes, loud and clear.
Very much. Nice. Pretty hot.
Definitely hear that one.
Okay, I will pull a bit back.
John Alchemy in your studio, how is it going over there? Is it Greece, Athens?
Yeah, I'm in Athens. This is Greece. So yeah, it's, you know, I was preparing for my last stream of the year.
Aha.
I used to, you know, stream on Fridays. But yeah, I was thinking, why not jump in and say hi. I was watching you earlier, to be honest, while I was attending the kids. Because,
I think
it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see
me too, guys. Me too, guys.
Yeah. Well, what time are you streaming tonight then?
Well, you know, it's not. I don't have a fixed time. Whenever I'm ready.
I love it. I love it.
Laid back.
Yeah, why not?
I'm guessing it's going to be Psytrance related tonight.
I'm not sure if it's Psytrance. Maybe we have a bit of flavor of Psytrance. Psytrance, not Psytrance. Come on.
Jen said in the comments earlier, we should encourage all groups, all styles, including Psytrance. Of course we should. If you like Psytrance, that's great. Enjoy Psytrance, you know, just because I don't. And I say this on the show a lot. It doesn't matter what I think, you know. I'm a clown, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I saw a meme, I think it was yesterday, about it was a picture, I'm not sure from which movie, which was like a mirror, and it was on the one side was the techno side, which was more minimal with lesser colors, and then on the opposite side was, you know, a bit more colorful, more or less the same. So yeah, I guess more psychedelic flavors are, you know, affecting techno more and more. You know, genres.
Oh no.
Well, okay, there will always be the solid techno, the one that not even myself can listen to. But yeah.
I have a question for John Alchemy.
Go.
John Alchemy, how did you get into the live sessions that you do and stuff? Like what inspired your streams?
Okay, so that goes a bit well, when COVID and the curfew, all this lockdown started, I found as an escape each Friday to go, because till now I was working from my house. You know, I was not going in a company, in an office or something. I was a remote consultant. Okay. So I was lucky on that, and I could, you know, have my studio in the same area with my office. So each Friday I was going there, and you know, I was messing around with my synths, and my hardware journey started more or less the same period with the COVID. So while I was messing around with sounds, I said, why not stream that thing, also to record it, because in my hard drive it was taking too much space. So I said, okay, let's try streaming it. And, you know, a stream after the stream, and after the stream, it became something more, you know, fixed. And and people started watching. I was really surprised, because I had, you know, people watching the show and the stream, also chatting, making internet friendships. And yeah, it was a nice, and it still is a nice, you know, journey.
I think the first time I heard one of your streams, I had seen you around, you know, in different chats and groups and stuff. And I was like, you know, I knew your name, John Alchemy. And one night I was doing an overnight shift at the job I was working at the time, and it was just me and the ghost in this big quiet building. And I stumbled on to one of your live streams, and for me it was like, the middle of the night, but like that shit kept me going through the night. I was like,
yeah, it's in the middle of the night here as well. Well, my streams more or less start after 12 p.m. because because I have to attend, the kids, and after everyone goes to bed, then I find time to do this. So it's getting a bit late, and it's also in the temperament of Greeks, we like to stay up a bit longer than the rest of the people.
Wow,
you've got the climate for it.
Yeah, maybe. Winter is not here yet, huh? We are almost like gases temperatures.
Yeah.
Today we had like 18 degrees, 19 degrees, and it's it's a first for winter, and especially for Christmas.
I'm bloody sweating my ass off already. It's gonna be crap today.
Gaz, are you guys coming out of winter, or like we're going into winter? Does that mean you're coming out of winter?
No. We are,
Yeah.
No, I mean in Australia.
Australia is the middle of the summer, yeah.
I wouldn't be wearing a t-shirt, but I had to come on YouTube. I didn't want to get us banned, you know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure you're on flip-flops, Gasm.
I ain't wearing nothing, man.
That's even better.
It's hot, man.
Don't stand up.
Just a t-shirt, literally.
Yeah, I'm trying not to stand up. I keep checking myself. I gotta. No.
That's even
Go
better.
sideways.
I think a lot of us can relate, though, to that COVID time. Really changed the face of how we do what we do. Being isolated and all of the different elements, things that we never experienced before. I think a lot of us, I know that, like Mark has said in the past with the URL and stuff, that it kind of came up out of that COVID nightmare. But
I'd have loved to have been isolated at that point.
Were you not?
No, I work in the hospital, so
Me too. Senior living.
Right, I have to work in healthcare, so forget isolation. Would have been nice. I would have got a lot done.
It was beautiful. If I had any creativity in me at that point to write music, then it would have been amazing. But it was Kleinfest all the way.
Let me tell you a trick, Mark. I feel more or less pretty often, lack of inspiration or whatever. Just turn on the damn things and you fiddle around with them. The inspiration will come eventually.
Yeah.
That's the antidote on the state.
John, I want to get that. Have you guys ever seen those like live, laugh, love signs? I want to get what John just said, like for my studio wall. Just turn the damn things on.
You got to look up Dean. But it's Dean's Mojo.
I can send it to him. I've got it.
Cool.
Dean's Mojo. You got to look up that. Anytime you're in a rut, Dean's written down this massive thing to help you get out of it, and it's it's gospel. That's it. It's online somewhere, I think.
Who did, Dean?
Dean,
yeah, it's called Dean's Mojo.
I've got it in my phone, actually.
It's the bomb.
Fucking Dean, he's an amazing man.
Hopefully Dean will drop a link somewhere. You got to bust his balls for it, because it's like the
Dean.
20 commandments of how to just kick ass.
Dean, send me your commandments.
Hold on, if I can find it.
Yeah, Toadie's looking for it. If we can get it to you, we will. But yeah, just turn them on.
Yes.
It's hard work.
It really is good.
Yeah. So, what I was wondering, I would really like to do another URL challenge, but I'm looking from everybody out in the, the URL to just throw fucking ideas. It's not my challenge; it's the URL's challenge. I'm just here to be like a cunt that says, "Hey, you didn't follow the rules" every now and then. If you guys got ideas for really good challenges.
I
whatever
totally think,
challenge
though.
we do next has to involve.
Go on.
Well, yeah, go on.
Well, I reckon
I
it
think-
has to involve Eric as a fire lady. That's what we have to start doing.
A fire dancer.
That's what I want to do. We got to get that in a challenge somehow, man, for sure. Or when we do the next like introduction for it, because they always kick us. That's what I need the most. Those introductions. They are the best. And the next time we do it at fire, just stay away.
Gaz,
from
no.
You don't
Fucking burn my hair off.
Yes,
doing
yes.
this.
Gaz, no, that's a horrific idea. Don't tell Eric to play with fire. That's a really bad idea.
Yeah, come on. Do it. No, do it.
He loses it, he burns his hair. He'll look like the rest of us. Hell.
It works
Well,
for
now
Michael
I
Jackson,
know
so it's
what
all right.
happened to you guys. Somebody challenged you to be a fire lady, and that's why you guys are dead set on me being a fire lady. I figured it out. It is the conspiracy of 2023.
I'm trying to save you third-degree burns, Eric. But I genuinely think that you should pick the next challenge. You've been away for a while. I think you should come back and say, "This is what we're doing, bitches." Don't give them a choice.
Yeah?
Do not give them a
Right,
choice.
yeah, just do it.
Yeah. Just literally like, we're doing this time. I'm back. That's
Yeah, you can keep the challenge coming. I mean, even if they are not a full show, Mark can implement them in a URL at some point. He's got like three and a half hours. It's Tuesday, so what's another half hour?
Thanks, John.
Man, I'm telling you.
A 5-hour show every Tuesday.
Man, I'm telling you, because of my schedule with taking care of the family, I'm only free to stream after 11 p.m. So even the streams I do for the hardware jams are after 11. So during the summer, we had some challenges with a lot of entries, like 45, maybe 50 entries. And the streams were over 4 hours. And it was like 5 a.m. for me. Yeah, you can do it, Mark. It's not that hard.
It's only 7 hours, Mark.
Yeah, get it together, Klein. All right, John. Sorry, mate. I'll do that. Don't worry. Please welcome to the show, Rich Lambo, all the way from
Florida.
Thank you very much, Eric. Rich, can you hear us? Brilliant. Going to say anything?
We can't hear you. Oh, there you are.
Oh, keeps cutting in and out.
We can't hear you.
There we go. No, we
No.
can't.
No.
No.
We can read your lips, though.
He said something about Eric is sexy. He should take his shirt off. What? You pervert.
Why is it when
lady.
anybody
Fire
joins, the conversation just turns to smut? Somebody joins.
It's Eric's fault.
Yeah, literally.
We've been serious for too long, so we need to dip a bit. Yeah.
I'm the devil's advocate.
Rich, I've tried to turn your mic up here. It's a shame we can't hear you.
Is the mute on?
Not here, no. Oh, that's such a shame. Because this voice got a voice like chocolate. Yeah, try turning it off and on again.
That's what fixed when my camera was fucked up earlier. I turned it off and back on and it worked.
Yeah, it's the first advice.
Since 1854.
No,
Stefan, what have you been thinking this whole time?
Yeah.
The suspense is unbearable.
What?
The suspense is unbearable.
I know.
Just want to hear him.
God.
Well, looks like he's gone, and he might come back in a bit. I didn't take him out.
I will say something about Richard. That is one of the few people I have met in person. I've shared the same oxygen with Richard.
You lucky bastard.
He's an excellent human being. Honestly,
He really is. He really is.
I won't tell Mark. Mark, put your earmuffs on. We went to a side trance show.
No, I didn't hear that. And I'll bet you had a great fucking time.
We had a fucking great time, and
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did.
I told him just look for the asshole in the clown army shirt. I'm not hard to find, and he was like, Eric. I'm like,
there you are.
That's awesome.
We talk about once a week, he and I.
Oh,
Good
really?
guy.
Richard.
Good guy. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Hey, he's a good guy, Richard.
We're also much more interconnected because, like, I'll do a stream and the stream will stop, and then I'm alone in my bedroom again, and like you all disappear for like a week and stuff, you know. But you're also much, so I only see what I do, but you're also interconnected and stuff. I need to start chatting more. I hate phones. I hate phones. Honestly, talking to people and but
I hate phones too. I'd do voice notes to all of you if I could.
I'm starting to do voice notes. So I can just.
How you doing, sexy? Tell me what you're wearing.
So all I heard there was Mark being alone in his bedroom.
Selective hearing at its best.
Mark in his bedroom, a gallon of bleach, and
and my anus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Listen, if that's the terms, I'll volunteer to fly to Bristol and be the applicator for this live stream.
If it wasn't going to cost me like £700 to £1,000 to get you over here, I would genuinely take you up on that offer, Eric. I really, really would.
I'll pay for the airplane ticket. You just have to live stream me taking like cotton wads of bleach and go.
Anal bleach, not just random bleach, my friend.
No, we want to use bleach.
The outdoor bleach, the 3%. Yeah.
Don't fancy this.
Hey, I do like this live, this after hours chat format though. It's really fun just to like. I mean, we all chat and like just shoot this shit, and like I feel like I know a lot of. I feel like I know a lot of y'all, but it's really a different dynamic to just sit here and cut it up in person.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
Sorry,
but it's cool. It's cool.
That's all right, Tim. No worries. You're back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be to see like to chat. You know, it's nice to chat. And unfortunately, if we have to do it virtually, then we have to do it virtually. But yeah, I agree with Eric. So it brings another dimension to what we do. You know, yeah, we come across more as humans at that point, I think, rather than just like nameless faces.
So speaking about anal stuff and getting together and things. How about
you have my interest? Go on.
The in real life Clown Fest, is that still on for July something, right?
Yes, yeah, July or August. I've approached the guy and he's like, yeah, sure. What do you want to do? I mean, I just need to kind of like finalize
boom everything.
Have you found some place to be, or are you still?
Yes, we have.
Right.
I have kind of. There's like 2 or 3 sites I've been looking at. Some are more suitable than others. So I want to do it right. And John, you'll be one of the people that I'd like to actually stream into the festival as well. We talked about that earlier. I don't know if you all missed that, but yeah.
I saw it. I saw the whole format. Yeah, it sounds really interesting, and it would be really awesome to have.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because like Tony said, I didn't want to exclude people who blatantly couldn't get here. It was going to cost $1,000 to get here, you know, and like that's a lot of cash, you know, that's a lot of cash to get to Bristol. There was talk of doing one in, how much are you talking there, Gaz?
Mine's like 4.
Yeah. Shut.
Oh,
and that's only one way. Yeah, hectic, man.
Yeah,
full crazy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
$4,000?
Yeah.
Oh, are you flying like first class or something?
My mate just went to Nepal for $6,000 it cost him from Australia.
Well, that's Nepal. I mean, there's fucking like what, snow and hills there or something.
Yeah, it's harder to land
because there's no snow and hills in Australia either. I'm just blowing your shit here.
It's crazy.
I didn't realize it was going to cost you guys that much to get it. That's insane.
Set up a GoFundMe page or something one day.
You need a generous sugar daddy for that one.
The fees terrible. They take a fee at the beginning, and then they take a fee when they send the money to you. So you get feed twice using GoFundMe.
This sounds like personal experience, quite frankly.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Oh, you already know, Eric. Come on. You already know. I had no idea it was like bad for GoFundMe, but people actually rather donate or help out outside of GoFundMe.
Yeah, absolutely.
They didn't like that we're there, so you got to keep that in mind if you're going to try to use a GoFundMe. Is that something?
Go direct to the artist. Don't go through Bandcamp. Like you can sell just about whatever you want through Bandcamp. Go through Bandcamp.
Yeah, Bandcamp's
like,
good usually.
Yeah,
Guys,
Bandcamp.
where you at on Australia?
Tasmania, isn't it, Gaz?
Tasmania.
Yeah, Tasmania. Yeah, we're in the little island down the bottom.
So where is the nearest airport? I'm just checking the price for the ticket.
Yeah.
I was doing the exact same thing.
Where is the nearest airport?
Letting people in still.
I found Sydney to London for 2,500 Australian dollars.
I will check for
that's
to Brisbane.
That's a is that one way though?
Oh, it's two ways. Round trip.
So it looks like we're trying to get Gaz out of Tasmania, right? I mean, I'm happy for it. Where are we sending Gaz? Somewhere
To my
around.
Staying in your house, Mark. That was it.
Come on over, Gaz. Come on over.
I'm all right with the floor. That's all good.
I've got a blow-up bed. You're all right, mate. You're all right.
I always tell people I make a very good floor lamp. I make a very good floor lamp in the corner of your studio. I'll hold a light bulb. I need 1 meal a day. I mean, I'll sweep the area around me.
Yeah, I can't pull off the lamp. I pull off more.
You toilet trained, are you, Eric?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Eric said he had 2 beers before he came on. I'm starting to believe that might be 4 beers before he came on. But I don't understand.
We went.
Go on.
We went through downtown Savannah. Georgia today, which it's a very, very cool little area. I mean, for the American people on here that might have been there before, it's very cool. If you've ever been there, you would know. It's very artsy and kind of like, I don't know, like I was walking around and it was raining for fuck's sakes. And like there was a whole band just playing in the fucking alley, like good shit. I mean, it wasn't like pumping techno, but it was like good music that I could vibe to, Like they had a fucking Hammond organ and a Leslie Stack out there and electric guitars, and I'm like, it's fucking raining, people.
Sounds like you've moved into a hipster area, Eric. Is this going to happen like on every corner? Is just going to be some random ass band playing away? If so, film it, send it to us, man.
Yeah, start drinking avocado lattes and
yeah. No, but it was like funky ass shit. I was like, yeah.
Did they not have that in Florida then?
No. You would have like your average bar musician playing all of the normal bar songs,
Okay.
Like you know the ones.
No, I was going to ask what ones. What's bar songs to you over there? Over here, it's way different.
I guarantee you, Sweet Caroline is going to be played in there at some point.
See, we very rarely hear that over here. Very rarely.
Yeah.
This is why I love the UK.
So, I just stumbled onto this band. They were playing like funky kind of blues stuff, like all just improvised, I guess. And I was like, fuck, man, okay. And I stood in this random alleyway. They could have fucking been trying to pickpocket me or something. I don't know. I was just like enthralled. I was like, for an hour.
Did you double check?
They just went nonstop. I left there.
Did you double check so you didn't just have a really good smoke or something? You were really sure you were there?
Yeah. I reckon literally
no smoke
off camera about 5 minutes ago.
Nobody saw that.
Facts, you just outed yourself. Okay, so another question,
Guys,
anyone? Yeah.
just I'm going to share my search results. So for July, from vice versa, air ticket from Athens to I put Brisbane. It costs like 1,364 euros, vice versa. Yeah, and from Athens to Bristol, it's around 320. So with 1,700 euros, you are in Bristol with a mid,
God.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a plan for me.
Only. And how many euros to an Aussie dollar? You watch. It's probably like bloody €1 equals 20 cents here.
Yeah. See, we could
It's-
probably
I
get
think
John
it's-
You should
Alchemy
see synth
over.
prices here. Synth prices
the-
just knock you out. Like synth prices here are just crazy. It's ridiculous. I
Yeah,
hear all these like, nice
30%
prices in
up.
America and that. What was that?
I think the trick with the American prices, because I also have that question in the online shops, they don't put the taxes, so you get a pre-tax price. I think, I'm not sure. Maybe the Americans can confirm it. That's why we see all
Yeah.
these big
Yeah.
differences.
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, each state
What was
have
that
their
again?
own tax, right? So
It's all the international taxes is what's called the prices, I think.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Well,
The
the
VAT. Is that what the
MPC
VAT
one,
is or whatever?
with the MPC one at the
Yeah.
beginning of the year cost $550. When I bought it, it cost $629, and that was just like in 8 months, which is insane.
So the MPC one now, here, I'm just checking, you watch, will be like 1,600 probably. Let's have a look.
Wow.
So the
Yeah, but that's in
MPC one
Australian
now,
dollars.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
1,200
you gotta-
Australian dollars.
It's not apple
the
for
half.
apple here.
Yeah, it's the half though. It's like 750
$1,200.
US.
So
That's
the
still
MPCX,
just-
Jen,
She's back.
2,500 for the MPCX.
oh my god.
that's insane.
Come on, Jen, you must have come back with a question.
No, just finish feeding mum. That's all.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Well,
how
I'm going to
nice.
have to take off because I got work, people.
Yeah, I thought that would be the case, guys.
There
Thank
you
you
go.
so
Love you,
much.
Gasm.
You've been
Lovely
amazing
to
this
see you,
Thanks for having
evening.
me. Have a great New
Love you,
Year's.
bro.
Make sure everyone's safe. Don't drink and drive. I want to see you all in 2023.
Why not?
And a big shout to the Clown Army. Let's kick ass and do it all again.
Yes,
good
thank
one.
you so much, guys.
Yeah.
See you guys.
I think I will probably drop out
Why?
too.
Why drink and drive when
No
you
problem,
can smoke
Tony.
and fly?
I said I'm going to probably drop out as well.
Good seeing you,
No
Tony.
problem. It was awesome to
Yeah.
see you. Thank you so much for stepping by.
Nice meeting you, Tony.
Yes, you too.
Catch you soon,
And
fella.
I'll get with you. I'll get with you later on, Mark. Maybe sometime this weekend. A few ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. Bounce a few my way.
Yeah, I'll just message you.
No problem.
All right, guys. If Richard comes on, tell him I said hi.
No
See you,
worries.
Tony.
Have a good
Peace
one.
out,
later.
man.
Bye.
And then there were 6.
I love Tony.
Again.
Then there was 6.
We have to
Yeah.
stop thinking like this.
The Clown Fest in the field, we are trying to make it out there too, Mark. Me and RJ, we are looking at getting a ticket to and flying out there. But now with this latest change things, I still got to work it out, but I should be able to keep everything here like squared away in my absence while we head over there to the UK for the festival. So we're trying to raise the money up on that, and that's partly why we're doing that reggae thing, because we're trying to raise money to get prepared for that.
Nice.
I will try and get my a date over to everybody as soon as possible. But
What reggae thing are you doing?
Well, I've played for Kevin a couple times in my life, well before you guys ever knew me. It was like, I don't know, good 10, 15 years ago. I played a couple times for him at his bar. He's always been the organizer for the Marley festivals here in San Antonio over at the Sunken Guard Theaters. And they have thousands of people that show up all the time and lots of acts. He's like connected to Bob Marley's brother. He's like talks with him all the time and talking to him and stuff. So it's quite interesting there. But the only problem with Kevin is he has a reputation for not wanting to pay his acts. So it's yeah, I know. We're trying to work that out, trying to get that stuff. That's what's kind of causing a delay. But then also we need an hour set too. So we're only at about 25, and we only played 15 of it the other day. So we're trying to work it all out. And then this weekend I've got bachata salsa to do to try to come up with a whole minute for a commercial on Univex for the club. So I have something ready already. Just gonna record it out on the Tascam and do shit like that. So we're just trying to get raised up, and things have been busy and all this stuff. We want to be there for the people to do all that stuff, and we're trying to come back around and all this stuff going. So,
well, you got 6 months to save up, I believe. Like I say, June, July time, something like that. August, June, July, August. It would be great to have you over, and if you do, we'd see if we can get you a set.
Have the music right too for it. I can't come over there and play bachata or
Tim.
Sorry to interrupt, Mark. Richard wants the link, the StreamYard link.
Just checking it up now for him. Yeah. Okay.
So I've already.
Cheers, Jen.
I won.
No, you didn't.
Ah, damn it! Okay, who had a question? Somebody was going to talk?
Oh, I was just going to state that I've already told everybody I'm going to moon the entire fucking live audience via stream for the first Clown Fest. That is my goal. Even if I have to stream. Oh, I better not tell my plan. I'm not going to tell my plan.
So Eric really wants to get his spotlight. I get the feeling if Eric comes, if he makes it over, he's just going to be like semi-naked or dressed in leather or PVC, running around the place the entire time.
That's how I imagine him, in a pair of leather shorts, just running around at all afternoon.
Maybe chucking glitter at people. Who knows?
Spiked choker.
Yes.
Only for you, baby. Only for you.
Yeah.
Offering shots out of his arsehole.
Well, now I remember.
That too at the same time.
Let me share a memory I had, where actually that was one of my first big gigs 20 years ago. I played in a festival in a Greek island, the first actually open air festival that was worth it to visit. And I set my tent. I went there a couple of days earlier. And the first morning, I'm waking up, looking for a coffee or something. And from the next tent, a big guy, I'm like 190 centimeters. That's like 6 foot tall in American. So a guy taller than me comes out of his tent with a yellow fluorescent T-shirt with a spiked choker. It was like a Viking. And I was, oh, come on, what's going on here? And, I started chatting with him. We had the same name. He was also John. And I asked him, isn't that thing a bit, dangerous? And he said, not if you don't come close enough. So, yeah, more or less, I'm imagining that kind of thing on the Clone Fest for dress code also.
Hey, I wouldn't say no to that. If you want to come in fetish wear, please do. The more extravagant, the more flamboyant, the better. Play up to it, literally.
Highly recommended.
Marios, yes, highly recommended.
Marios,
how's it going, fella?
Evening, all.
Hello.
This is another. Hey. This is another person that's amazing to see in person, because I know we shoot the shit all the time online, but I don't think I've ever actually seen your beautiful face, my man.
Thanks.
Good.
I haven't got the curls like you though. See, you win on the curls.
Nah.
You win on the beard though.
Yeah, beard action.
Thanks.
I mean,
yeah. There's a little bit of a crush going on there. It sounds like. So, Marios, how has your year been?
Bit of it up and down. Family-wise, my daughter was in Great Ormond Street at the beginning of the year after a weird Christmas last year. yeah, then kind of changing job. Try to do some music stuff with the iPad here. There's some stuff in the background as well. All my stuff in the living room. That's the stuff I apparently need to move. Know where to put it. So I've got my kit and some other keyboards. Got some other stuff of Facebook Market. Yeah, and then what's it called? The Ulterior. What's that Big Daddy one that I've got? I can't remember what it's called now. That's still sitting in its case, sitting here. That's that Daddy there.
You've got a DeepMind 12 in some of that as well.
And a DeepMind 12. That's sitting on the floor down there. Yeah. So I've got all these toys, but nowhere to put them still. So yeah,
dude,
I think it's going to be shed time. Shed time.
Does not matter. The stuff that you produce on that fucking iPad is absolutely rocking. Like, it really, really is.
Yeah,
not the last track
it's
you
not
put
too
in, but the
bad.
track before. Oh my god,
Okay.
it was awesome. I think it was that one.
It
Might have been the
is.
track before that. But yeah. Like to say you're turning stuff out on such a tiny little footprint thing is awesome, mate. It really is. Proving once again that you don't need like shitloads of kit. You know.
No. I'd like to try the modular thing as well, but that's going to get too pricey, and even more space. I haven't got space for all that jazz. If I wish I could like have a hybrid, like you guys have got a hybrid setup, would be quite cool. That'd be sweet.
You could probably do that off the iPad.
Yeah, I've got I'm like a modular bit of freeware I've tried on it, but I've not really played enough. I haven't got the time sometimes.
Shouldn't you aim for a setup? Shouldn't you aim for a setup before you get a hybrid setup?
Yeah. If I end up with a shed, it's going to just be full of everything in it. Yeah.
I've been messing around with VCV too, but I then realized.
Oh, that's the one. I think.
Yeah. But I then realized that making a thing that sounded more or less like a TR8, the cost was like 1,000. So
no, thank you. No.
Yeah, no thanks.
No, on my sample packs, I just spent like £1.99 or something in there on a sample pack for innovation. It's just like I just play around with those. Compared to buying stuff like the Emu and the Ekis back in the day on CD, which was like £50 a pop for some CD sample sounds.
Have you seen Dean's setup now? Have you seen Dean's modular? Have you seen Dean's modular setup?
Dean is
come on. Dean is not the proper example. Don't mess Dean with it.
Yeah, his setup is just insane. He's got the Erica synth. I've had a play on the Erica synth setup, and it's just it makes techno. You push play, and off it goes. It's insane. It really, really is. But
it's nice. The techno system.
Yeah. It's a beast. The $3,000 though.
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
It is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I don't think there's $3,000 over here, like at all.
Come on, you can't.
No, literally.
I've heard you in the past saying that your whole rig is not, hasn't cost more than 3-4K, but I don't believe you, man. That's what some married guy would say to his wife, but I don't believe you.
I wish a cover story. No cover story required.
I wish I could tell you what
I'm going to sell the old one.
And literally, the only thing that I bought new is the MPC and the 555. Mostly everything else has come in trades or second hand or something,
Yeah,
always buy second hand. Always buy second hand. Oh, and the Mackie desk was bought new on finance, and I fucking regret doing that. But yeah, 500 and some pound, like 20 odd years ago for the Mackie desk, and now it's worth 250. Also, I bought a couple of tribes as well. Fix them up, sell them on. You make money and stuff, and then you just kind of reinvest it. You buy something if you don't like it, like the MS 2000 that I've got. I bought it for 80 quid. I'm going to do a little bit of a refurb on it, and then pop it. Yeah, right, and then pop it off again at like 150, 200. Because that's what
you never sell yours. They just live in boxes underneath the stuff you've got. You liar. You got boxes and boxes full of it. You're full of shit.
They are all on my to sell list.
Yeah.
No,
that one before.
The two electrobes I've got at the moment both need the knob jitter doing, and one needs the button fix doing to it. And I just can't be fucked. It means taking the whole thing apart, and it's a ball ache. And you've got to cut tiny strips of silver. I mean, silver metallic tape, and then place it on them. And there's like 40, 60 of these things to do. Honestly, it's a ball ache. But like I say, bought them cheap, sell them on. Yeah, you know. So yeah.
Can't get Ollie to do them. Get Ollie away from the decks and get him to do some actual repairs, proper repairs.
Proper repairs.
Yeah, I agree. I
reckon he opens them up,
Proper man
them with
stuff.
a rack, and then off you go again.
He's always showing us a little mixer. I'm like, yeah, go on. You've done the mixer. You've done the needle. Does he do the motors as well? I don't know. Maybe just like downplaying it. But he could do. I think he could get some money out of doing some kit as well. But maybe he's the deck father. So
he's Mr. Decks, isn't he? He's Mr.
He's Mr. Decks. He could do a sideline.
He does them very well.
Yeah, he was round a couple of weeks back and he was talking about this and he was like, actually, genuinely, people are coming to me and saying my decks are so much more responsive now that you've had a go at them. So, like, got to give him all credit and stuff. And he has got a little bit of a passion for it, even if his posts are boring as fuck. Look, here's a tone arm. Look, here's a tone arm. Don't they look similar?
I get mine off him in 3 weeks.
I'm coming round and I'm having a go on
2023.
Listen, a funny story. So I was trying to save some money, and when I started collecting gear, eventually I needed to have a MIDI splitter. So the prices were around 100 euros for more than 4 channels. So I found online this bad guy over here. If you can see it, maybe the light is not that good. You see it?
Oh yeah,
it's a PCB. It's a PCB.
Yeah, it's a board.
So the advertisement was like this. So it was $35 US on eBay. Oh. So I found the best offer in the market. And they sent me the PCB with a bag of all of the components. So I had to weld everything. Yeah. And I hadn't touched a soldering iron for, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years. And I was only making cables. And it took me 2 days to fix it. And by the time I finished it, it has 2 inputs and 10 outputs. Only 1 input was working. So, I ordered a fixed one in the same day that I completed soldering this one. Oh. But it actually works. It actually works. But I'm not sure how you get all these offers, Mark, but teach me, Master, how to find good deals.
You just got to know people, you know?
Maybe.
I sold my microcorg to somebody for, I think it was 175 about 7 years ago. And I was round his house the other week. Well, going back a while, he's died now, unfortunately. And he owed me 30 quid and he was like, do you want the synth instead? I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do that. No box, no power cable, and no fucking mic, and both knobs have come off of it. But I'm like, hey, whatever, I'll take it, I'll fix it back, and we'll get it done. So like, it's not. You just got to know people who do synths. Like, are there many people? Yeah, are there many people around you that are playing with synths and using synths and stuff?
Yeah, that's something I don't have. None of my friends is a synth. Yep. Addict, maybe like me, or even interesting in making music. Well, I used to have a few friends back in the day when I was in the university, when I also started producing and making tunes. But now I'm all alone, especially in this hardware environment, and I have to learn everything from scratch. But it's a nice process. I am enjoying it.
I don't think there's much. Yeah, that's what counts. And I don't think there's much you need to learn.
Knowledge costs, though.
I wish.
I have a question.
Go.
So, everybody, what's the oldest thing you have in your studio? How long ago was the first? Well, how old is it? Yeah, like what's the oldest thing?
Yep.
The oldest made thing, or the thing you first bought, like your first piece of equipment.
Your oldest hardware in your studio right now that you have. Right?
Okay, that would be an
yeah.
I don't have mine with me, but I could tell you it. Mine's in storage right now because my studio's a mess. I have a 1969 Rhythm Ace. Which
nice.
Is Rhythm Ace. Rhythm Ace is kind of like Roland before Roland.
Yeah.
So it's a drum machine that they would have with organs back in the day. and it's from 1969. It has probably 20 different patterns on it. It's cool.
Hold on a
I did have
minute.
I can't.
Let's just do that. There we go. Ah, that's mine.
That is awesome.
Let's just push that back up. 20 odd years old. I bought it in 2001, 2002, something like that. It's had the knob jitter fix done to it twice. So yeah, I've had this one open twice. Cost me, I think it was £150 when I first bought her. So again, should be £350. So you know, and I actually swapped one that I bought for 50 quid for one of my Macs.
Oh.
Do you know? I mean, if these people are willing to do the trades, I'm going to snap your hand off at it. You know, somebody swapped me a KeyStep Pro for a Volca, and I then sold the KeyStep Pro for like 175 quid. Yeah, right. I mean, if you want to do the trade, I'll do the trade. You know, like anyway, where were we? Who's where what?
This is mine.
I've got a TQ.
Okay. This is my first MIDI controller. That was the first actually gear I had. And I used to make.
Does that count? It makes no sounds. Does it count?
Yeah, it's not. It's just a controller.
It counts.
But it has 8 knobs that I could assign, so I could be hands-on, you know, everything. And I actually did a lot of music with this keyboard. I always have it with me. It also has MIDI, normal 5D MIDI output.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Go on, Maris.
I've got a TQ5, but I can't find it. But I found my embarrassing. This is my first bit of kit I bought after the TQ5 secondhand. The old 303, the MC 303.
Yeah.
It's pretty pants. Recording in your cut off and stuff. You could record it on a pattern, but you can only record so much, and then it just dies. And it's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind a 505 or the bigger daddy ones. I think
go for the 909 with the sampling function on it.
909, yeah, that looks pretty sweet. But they're like crazy money on eBay. I've been watching it. Mrs. like, what are you looking at? Why are you looking at stuff on eBay? I've got one of those as well. That I thought you sold your one, Jen.
No, she was going to sell it to me, and then she decided she wanted to keep it.
This is the Gen SX. That's the first synth I bought.
Yeah,
doing that.
Horrifically basic.
Yeah, horrifically fucking heavy as well.
Yeah. I've got the sheets that go over those as well, Jen. Somewhere in my stuff, there's overlay sheets. Yeah. But I can't. It's somewhere tucked in here somewhere. Actually,
have you still got your Gen SX then or not?
Yeah, I can't get to it very easily, but I can get to this. This is pretty pants. But I remember playing with this in Digital Village. The Orbit. Remember these for some music?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Tim wants one, obviously.
It's got some good stuff. I got this off of Facebook Market for like 120 or something. So it's like,
nice.
I'll give it a go. I do remember some of these, but yeah, I was looking at some Waldorf kit last. I shouldn't be looking at any kit until I can actually use any more kit. Apparently, I've been told. Yeah.
Tim, we can't hear you, mate.
Yeah, Tim, we can't hear you.
What's happened to your mic?
I'm going to try edit here.
Oh.
Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, now we can hear you now.
Yeah, back.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. So I want an EMU Extremely Turbo Command Station, the tabletop version. I used to have the rack. It had the dual mini engine, so you had 2 ins, 2 outs, 2 throughs, and it was amazing. It had like 128 voice polyphony, and you couldn't max it out.
Crazy, yeah. You're never going to be able to play all those. Like, hands.
I saw Orbital Command Station once. You know, I was like really impressed. But for me, what I have in my studio still from what 5 back in the day, it's not an actual synth or anything. It's this really cool, I don't know if you can see it yet, but it's called Digital Music Corporation MX8 MIDI patch bay and processor right here. So I don't know if you could see it or not, but it's got an 8 in and a 6. I mean, it's got a 6 in and an 8 out on the back, and I thought that was pretty neat. That's the only thing I have that survived from back in the day. Oh, you know what? Actually, I got something better than that. Actually, here we go. I got this back in 1998. This Lexicon MPX 100. I don't know if y'all remember these or not. Remember those Everybody used to have those Lexicon MPX 100s. Everybody loved them because of the reverb. And
is that an effects unit?
Yeah, it's an
I
effects
got given one of those and sold it a couple of years ago. It's all right.
It's okay. It was cool. I'm not using it. It's just sitting there.
My first interface was a Lexicon. A Lexicon. I don't remember what line it was, but it was a desktop interface Lexicon, and it came built with the full Lexicon like plug-in pack at the time.
Maybe it was early 2000s when I got that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's cool, dude. That's really cool.
Stefan, what was your first piece of kit?
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Because it stopped working for me as well. Well, I don't know if it counts, but I do have it hooked up to MIDI and the sound. So.
Ow. Commodore.
Yes, I have I got a MIDI card for it, and I have it hooked up to the sound as well, so it does work.
Nice.
It's very cool.
Commodore.
That's old school.
That's old school.
That is old
Before
school.
the old Atari ST style thing, yeah. More a bit crunchy.
Yeah, literally.
Nice.
Did you produce much on that?
I'm actually starting to, because I've heard some inspirational stuff done on it. So
Okay.
I don't know if you know someone called Luke Hash. He's on YouTube. It's spelled LUK and then hash. Luke Hash. He has done some really cool music with the C64 and those synth chips.
Is that Luke that sells hash by any chance?
Well, I can actually, yeah, exactly.
You mean Luke?
Oh, Luke.
Yeah, Luke.
Come on, Jen, no going off the wagon now. Come on.
No, I'm playing. I'm enjoying the records too much to smoke again.
Cool. This is a good thing.
Yeah,
this is a good thing.
Yes.
Fucking look at this. I'm going to take 30 seconds of your time. Look at this. 3 weeks I've been buying them. 3 weeks.
Cool.
Well, it seems to have fun.
You're going to run out of space for all the LPs.
No, I'm not. Trust me. I think I'm waiting for about 57 to be delivered.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I bought over 100.
So is this your
mailman's like, it's
he's
here
well happy
again.
Mailman fucking hates me at the moment.
He loves you now.
I wonder what's in today's mail.
Have you had any horrific horror stories with buying vinyl, Jen? I know some people get them and they're all warped and they're all horrific. Or how are yours coming?
I've been buying all bar 2 are brand new from, like, they're all remastered, releases and things.
Okay.
So I've only bought 2 old records. No, 3. So no, they're all perfect, like shiny new, mate. You know.
What's the top of the top of your most recent vinyl records that just really has you going?
Well, this one today was pretty good. Marvelous Kane.
That's nice.
I just bought a Marvelous Kane box set. I bought some really, really good quality stuff. Really good quality stuff. Anyway.
I would ask you where you're buying all of your stuff from, but I don't know. Do you want to give up your secret?
I don't mind. They're all re-releases. They got like they put out about 200 at a time on average. Death Star Records and Night Force Revolution.
Okay.
And Death Star and Suburban Bass have got putting stuff out at the moment. That was all the picture discs I got the other day from my sister. So, but they're not in short supply, but they're just not cheap. They're 15, 20 quid a record.
Yeah. It's worse than the worst crack habit you'll ever have.
But they're cool. I don't care.
I have a whole bunch of records I've accumulated recently because I can't say no to them. But they were from old people that just gave them to me, like crates and crates of records. And I'm going through it and I'm like, I would never listen to this stuff, but like they have like straight drum fucking records from like the 50s and stuff. I'm like, this is cool. I would never listen to it, but I can't say no. And now I have it and I'm like, I can't bring myself to throw it away.
If you don't want it, I would suggest you go through Discogs, because a lot of this here, 3 of the squares are old records. They're not new. They're 60s, 70s, stuff like that. And I've recently just gone and catalogued all mine on Discogs. And there was a few that are worth 40, 50 quid. And I had no idea at all. And I looked into it, and record collectors, apparently they'll go in charity shops and find classical records, because you flick past, you think, oh, a load of shit. And some are not. So I would suggest you at least have a look at it on Discogs, because it might be worth money.
Wow. Are you actually going through each one and listening to them?
This was my first record.
No. You can look up Discogs by either the barcode or just some of the information. But you have to get the right release, because some of them have many releases.
No, I don't. I've got a question for you. What was literally the first record you bought ever? The first record.
This one.
For serious.
I can show you mine.
Mine was Iron Maiden, Can I Play With Madness, and Kylie Minogue, Do You Think I'm Lucky?
Oh, you fucking...
Nice.
I know, right? What?
Nice extremes.
I was like 12 years old or something. I went like that, and I want that, and I'm like, okay. What does that? What does that say about me?
Yeah,
that's credible. That's credible.
Stack of humanoid.
That's not bad.
Oh. Nice.
So just
1988. This was my first record.
I'm trying.
I was like 8 years old.
Which record? What is that? I can't see it.
Roxette.
Oh, Roxette. Okay. That's not
She's
bad.
got the look, the album.
That's because you liked the girl in it, obviously, right?
I was 8 years old. I don't know.
Exactly my point.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Go on, Stefan. What was yours?
So a question. I mean, only hypothetical then, of course. But if one would say, for example, something like Pedicetera or Dirty Dancing or something like that, what will happen then? Hypothetically, of course.
We kick you out.
As the first record, I mean.
Oh, gosh. No, that would be fine. I just admitted to Kylie Minogue, so I wouldn't worry about it. Tim, we can't hear you again, fella.
This one was the second.
I was sitting here thinking.
Alice Cooper, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I got as a record, but I just can't remember what the fuck it was.
Go on, Stefan. What was yours? It was Dirty Dancing, wasn't it? Blatantly.
Yeah, I think either that or probably Pedicetera, maybe. So it was something like that. I think it's either one of those or possibly the soundtrack to a Bond movie. I remember that one as well.
The eclectic stuff we used to listen to, trying to find your way through to what you actually want where you want to get to at the end of your music. It's crazy, right?
So am I the only one that had an acid techno record for the first one they ever bought then?
Does seem that way, yeah, Jen.
So yeah.
Dark Side of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon was my first vinyl.
That was a nice first one. I know that Mark doesn't like Pink Floyd much, right? But
no, I know, but
no, I love them actually. They're really good. So screw you, Mark.
Fuck off.
Who was it I didn't like? I've lost. Who was it I didn't like?
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. Yeah, no. Oh, right. Like,
they're okay.
All the time people are like, oh, you should like them. It's like, no. I get where they're placing in, but like, please don't make me listen to them. And then they'll sit down and they'll go, listen to this album, you're gonna love it. And you listen to it the whole way through, and you're thinking, oh no. And you get to end it, and they're like, and I'm like, doesn't do it for me. I hate it. I like very few things, and oh no, Pink Floyd, and like. There's loads of albums, so people have tried to get me to listen to different things, different albums.
Yeah, I can understand it.
Yeah, no. Not really that keen on Black Sabbath,
No. You're not keen on a lot of things. Let's be honest.
I'm really not keen on a lot of things, Yeah. And I get into trouble for this for being not keen on things. It's ridiculous.
Damn you! You need to like what I like, Mark. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I know about it, right?
Accept
I hold you to higher expectations, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry I didn't meet your high expectations, But yeah, like the Rolling Stones, the Beatles. Oh my god, no. Listen to this.
No, I draw the line.
I've got about 20 Beatles albums there.
I would have Beatles albums just to collect Beatles albums. Not that I like their music, but I enjoy collecting records. That would be my thing.
We've got the
like,
White
I
Album
might listen
somewhere.
to it once, but I would have Beatles albums for that purpose.
I listen
just because I like to collect them.
I have at least
you do?
10, 15, but maybe 15, I'd say, Beatles albums. Yeah.
I have a lot of
I like
this one.
50s.
Okay,
that's a great album. That is.
That is a great album.
Nice. K-Left was good.
Nice.
I have a few more, but not with me at the moment.
I
was looking to find my first actually techno record, but it's not in my stack here.
What's the most embarrassing record you own?
Kylie Minogue.
I think we covered that.
That's a hands down. That's a hands down winner.
Let's not rehash that, Pete.
I'm sure there's more. There was I was in a record shop one time and they were selling like 7 inches for like 10p or something. I'm like, right, and off it just went through. So
this one's in
horrific things. Oh, see, no, great track. I used to love that as a boy. Stop, collaborate, and
just one.
I used to with a brand new
what is it?
Something. Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh,
and the VIP Passy.
I'll show you mine.
Nice.
It's actually worth about 100 quid. But I bought it. Yeah, I bought it 2 years ago thinking, this would be cool. I'll give it a go. And I've since discovered on Discogs it's a limited edition. It's worth about 120 quid.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Who's that? Oh.
It's Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Oh, wow.
Fucking Dua Lipa. It's shit. It's
no
shit.
way.
No, it's
wow.
shit.
She's a pop singer of the nowadays.
Yeah, she's a modern pop singer and it's shit. Absolute shit. I'm going to sell it, I think.
Just give the collect. You probably go up more, Jen. Probably.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I only found out it was worth that last week when I catalogued all the vinyl. But I was surprised because I played it once. It just sat in the rack. I paid $2 for it.
See, bargains are out there. You just got to find them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was a record store. A lot of the records I buy are on Record Store Day.
Okay, people.
Awkward silence.
Never an awkward silence. Never an awkward silence. Okay, so we've been running for 2 hours and 12 minutes. I didn't think we'd hit 2 hours, but we did, and it's been glorious. However, I think we should bring it to a close. 2 hours is a good time.
The minimal.
The minimal.
The minimum.
The minute mile.
But okay.
It's been a good time, though. It's been good seeing all of you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. But it feels like when somebody comes in, the chat turns to smut, and then we just go into music talk. We can talk about anything, Like it doesn't have to specifically be music talk. However, it's nice to get comfortable with you people, And I think that's when more deeper chat is going to come out, and I'm hoping that's going to be the case. So I'm going to continue doing these because I think these are good. So yeah, thank you all for joining me this evening. Got anything you want to say before we go?
Happy New Year, Mark. I love you for everything you've done.
Oh, Jen, just doing my job. Just doing my job.
Yeah, Happy New Year, and if you don't have to do anything after the New Year's Eve, I think we are having the Hardware Jams stream through after the year changes. And the challenge for the last week was Secret Santa. So we had like a random picks of names, and each one of us did a tribute to another hardware jammer.
Oh, that's really cool idea.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So it will be broadcasted, I don't know. Seb will broadcast it, Septic Smile. I think it will be around 12 UK or maybe 1 UK. I don't know when he will start, actually. But it will be tomorrow.
Oh, brilliant.
If I am still alive and in front of a screen, I will tune in. I can't guarantee that.
Sure.
Anyone else?
Thanks for having me here. I appreciate it. I love the community, all the love and support from everybody now during these times and stuff. Yeah, Mark, please do more of these shows. Have us out here. I want to do more talks and join in and be more active and be a part of everything more. Get out.
Thank you very much, Tim. Anyone else?
Yeah, I think
obviously I feel I one last thing. I feel love you, all that shit. But now I feel like I need to say something rebellious just because everybody's been so fucking like, blah, 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 blah. So, fuck all of you guys. Eat shit. Good night. I love you guys.
You're all cunts.
Yeah, we are all cunts. We are beautiful cunts.
Fuck you, cunts. Good night.
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll get rid of Eric first because he's being rowdy. Thank you very much for joining us, Eric.
I'll say goodbye.
See you
Okay,
all,
Jet's
guys.
off.
Nice
Yeah.
talking with you all.
Thank you very much for joining me this evening. It has been wonderful. Tim,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Stefan, thank you so much. Okay, so we've come to the end of another chat, and that was awesome. Yeah, I'm going to do one of these once a month because it feels like the right thing to do, and it brings us all closer as a community. I understand that tonight was never going to be the busiest. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow, and we're in that limbo land for Christmas, but I think it worked. I want to thank you all if you commented this evening. Sorry we didn't quite get to your comments. This is kind of a new thing to me, and we're still kind of ironing out bits and pieces for it. I'm sure this will run smoother, and I will try my best to include your comments in it. It's a little bit hectic here, I will say. So thank you all so much for joining me this evening. I will be back probably the third Monday in January, and that will be a shout out. And yeah, so look out for that on my YouTube. I'm playing a set tomorrow night. I don't know what time yet, but I will try my best to stream it. I did last time. It's over in Glastonbury, so if you're around and you're Glastonbury way, come and see me tomorrow. That'd be awesome. Right, I think that's it. I don't think I need to say any more. I'm gonna disappear, and I'm gonna leave you with the outro. I think.